Yo, 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 what's good, family? Welcome to PNP. Shout out to all my NFC North fans out there. Detroit, stand up. I already know I got a ton of Lions fans, man. Make sure y'all meet me in the comments. Let me know what's up. Detroit, stand up. Vikings fans, what's good? Packers fans, what's good? Bears fans, bear down. Hit that subscribe button, man. We got a ton of content coming. I'm Rashad. I'm the draft guy. We got Dave. He is the fantasy guy. So there's a ton of content on this channel coming. You're going to love it, love it, love it. So hit that subscribe button for your boy. We on the road to excuse me. Don't let me not sell myself short. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So let's make that happen. Help me and do your part, all right? Now, I'm going to rank the NFC North draft classes. Listen, this is the best set of draft classes in the league. I repeat, the best set of draft classes in the league. You guys did a fantastic job, really top to bottom. First three in particular are really good. The last one, not so much. But let's go ahead and get into these draft classes team by team, and I'll give you my thoughts. All right, let's get it. All right, so let's get it cracking, man. We're going to start off with the Packers, bro. Listen, the Packers are in trouble. It appears that Aaron Rodgers wants to leave. He wants out. And so this draft class, I don't think did much to kind of help the cause because he didn't get him much help. But anyway, let's get it cracking. First off, you started off with Eric Stokes, a cornerback out of Georgia who I like a lot. He's a speedy guy. And I think it was a bit of a reach here in the first round. I think you probably could have got him a little bit later. I know he's fast, but he has some things to work on. He's not perfect. I think there were probably better options there. But again, it's not a terrible pick, but I would say a slight reach. But you guys did need a cornerback opposite of Jair Alexander, so it makes sense. But I think you probably could have did better addressing the offensive line here. That's just me. I'm an offensive line guy. I prefer to kind of protect my quarterback. And since, you quarterback that just got one foot out the door, you probably want to do everything that you can to help him out. But anyway, moving on, coming in round two, you got Josh Myers. I like Josh Myers a lot. This is a cat that you needed. I think you let go of a guy. You let a guy walk. One of your center guards, and I think that you need Josh Myers. I think he's a really good center from out of Ohio State. He can go and compete with Elton Jenkins, and I think he'll be fine. It gives you a little bit of versatility. He can play guard, play center. So I'm not mad at that. This is a good pickup. This is right around where I thought Myers would go, so it's not a reach or anything like that. I think it's a solid pickup right there. In round three, you picked up Amari Rodgers. Amari Rodgers is okay. I think you did need help at the wide receiver position. A good yak guy is good. He's tough. He takes a lot. He's a slot type guy. I don't think he's going to really play too much outside, but he could be that safety valve for Aaron Rodgers or whoever's going to be quarterback, Jordan Love, whoever's going to be. I don't know if he is going to be a downfield threat, but I do think he adds something unique to that offense. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Not quite sure. Again, a slight reach there. Amari, maybe spot. That's about the sweet spot. I'm not gonna kill that one. That's a sweet spot for Amari. Next up, you got Royce Newman. I'm not too familiar with Royce Newman on the Ole Miss. I know he's another versatile offensive lineman. You definitely need more offensive linemen. And I don't know. I don't know if he fits the bill. I know he played guard and tackle. And I think he did a little bit of work at center too, but I'm not sure. So I don't know. Those versatile guys are always good. You want to keep guys that can play multiple positions on the offensive line. So I'm not mad at this pick. I just don't know how good he is at those. The next up, you got Tadaro Slayton out of Florida, defensive tackle. Listen, I don't know. He's raw, but again, when you get into this part of the draft, this is kind of what you get. So I'm not. I don't really have an opinion on Tadaro Slayton. I'm not familiar with them either. Shamar John Charles, he's a DB out of App State. Again, another DB. You got to get that secondary right. We saw what happened in the NFC Championship game. So it is what it is. You got to get some help there. And I don't know if he's gonna come in and be a guy to come in and compete day one. I don't know about that, but you got to get some more guys. And then you added Cole Van Layden, offensive guard out of Wisconsin. Listen, I love Wisconsin linemen. Anytime you can get a Wisconsin lineman, that is great by me. Okay, so you get a Wisconsin offensive lineman, they produce offensive linemen well. Those guys are built different. So even where you got them is great. So I'm not mad at that. Get a Wisconsin offensive lineman, they do damage. All right. Then next up, you got Isaiah McDuffie, linebacker out of Boston College. I think this is a solid pick. You can add more linebackers to that linebacker room. I think he does, as do most linebackers coming out of college. He can work on that coverage, but he's got a good motor, and it is what it is. He's a solid guy. Again, this is kind of what you get at this point in the draft. And then next up, you got Kylan Hill. Kylan Hill is a prospect that I like. I think this is an absolute steal. This is going to be the steal of the Packers draft. This guy, you pair him up with Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. He's a physical back. And he has elite, or not elite, but he has really good receiving ability. And I like this kid. I like this kid. You could probably put him in the rotation, and he'll be solid. I'm not sure if my fantasy folk will like that, but he can do damage out of the backfield. So, again, I believe your best pick is going to be Josh Myers. The head scratcher is going to be Eric Stokes for me. And then I think the sleeper pick is going to be Kylan Hill. For overall, I'm gonna give the Packers a solid. I'm gonna give them a solid B. I think it was okay. I'm kind of on the fence between B and C, but I think I'm gonna give them a B. You guys address some of the offensive line, and I think you got a couple guys, Cole Van Layden, I think Josh Myers. Those guys can compete early, so we'll see what happens. And the Royce Newman guy, we'll see where he can fit. But you guys try to address the offensive line. One only knows how it's going to look when Aaron Rodgers leaves, but it is what it is, something you guys got to work out. But solid B for the Green Bay Packers. All right, next up we have the Chicago Bears. Man, listen, I love this draft, man. It's a great draft, and I think you guys did a great job of giving up the right amount, not overpaying for Justin Fields. But I think Justin Fields was the number 2 rated quarterback for me in this draft, and I'm not sure how he fell to 11. His name got dragged through the mud. It happens, and we all know why. But he got dragged through the mud, and random things were being said about the cat that really didn't even matter. But I love Justin Fields. I think he's going to be a good fit for you guys. I think you guys did a good job later on in trying to help protect him. So I think I love this pick. This is a really good pick. You didn't give up too much to go up to get him, and he fell right to you. I love it, love this pick, and I'm mad that the Carolina Panthers didn't take him. So lucky for you, we did pass on him for you to get him. I think the Carolina Panthers should have taken him. They didn't. And I think the Broncos should have taken him. They didn't. And then he ended up falling right to the Bears. So I love the pick. Good pick for the Chicago Bears, trading up to get him. Love that pick. Moving on, Tevin Jenkins, another pick that I love. A guy that I think you guys wanted in the in the first round at 20. I think you guys wanted him and probably would have taken him at 20 if he was there, but ended up getting him in the second round, which is crazy to me. It's crazy. Tevin Jenkins in the second round. This dude is a plug-and-play right tackle. You can plug him in, play him day one. Great pick here. I know you guys let go of Leno, but this cat is going to be nice. He's a little bit older. He's 24 years old. That's probably why he fell a little bit. But I love this cat. He's got an attitude. He plays with aggression. He's a nasty mauler. So I love Tevin Jenkins. Really good pick for the Chicago Bears. Next up, we got Larry Borum. You got this cat in the 5th round. I'm not too familiar with him. I think there were maybe some other tackles like Stone Forsythe I would have taken before Borum. But it is what it is. I'm not too familiar with the cat, but I appreciate you trying to protect your protect your investment of Justin Fields. Again, you followed up with 2 offensive line picks. Love that. Then you got him a weapon in Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert, again, he's a guy who did play very well at Virginia Tech. He played really well in 2020. Could improve as a receiver, but you got Tariq Cohen. Shout out to Tariq Cohen, Aggie Pride. But listen, this is a good pick. You probably could have went a couple rounds earlier. Nobody would have said anything. And this guy is a good pick. Good pick here. Obviously not the steal of the draft. The steal of the draft goes to Justin Fields, but this is a good pickup. Daz Newsome is another good pick. I think this is a really good value. You got, all across the board, you're getting value. The name of the game is value, and the Bears got value all across the board. Daz Newsome coming out of UNC. Listen, this guy's explosive. He's got good vision as a ball carrier. He could compete as a starter for the slot role, and he can do punt returns. Not sure he's going to take that from Tariq, but I love this pick. Shout out to Daz Newsome. Good pick out of UNC. Then next up, you picked up Thomas Graham, Jr., cornerback out of Oregon. This is not a bad pick. I think Oregon does a pretty good job with the cornerback, so not a terrible pick. I think it's good value where you got him. Again, but I'm not too familiar with this cat, so I can't really speak to his how good he is. Next up, you got Chris Tonga, who I like a lot. Chris Tonga is a very high upside guy. I don't know how he fell to the 7th. This dude is explosive. He's a big, strong dude. I was picking this dude up in like the 5th and 6th round in some mock drafts. So this is good value here. So I love this pick. Really good pick. Lots of good picks all across the board for the Chicago Bears. And listen, it's not easy to see that, It's easy to see that I love this draft. I love this draft. This is probably one of my favorite drafts in 2021. And I'm going to give it an A. I love this draft. Justin Fields falling to you guys, trading up to get him, going up to get your guy, then following up with two tackles that gonna protect him in the future. Love this pick. Got to fix that offensive line. Sit Justin Fields for a year. Let Dalton get his, mentor him up a little bit. Bring him out in 2022, and he gonna be nice, man. I love this pick for the Chicago Bears. Love this draft. Yo, next up, we have the Detroit Lions, man. First of all, shout out to Brad Holmes, graduate of North Carolina A&T, along with Tariq Cohen. So shout out to the NFC North. Y'all got some A&T guys over there. So real quick, first of all, we got started with Penei Sewell. Brad Holmes was excited for a reason. He was lit for a reason. This guy fell right in your laps. Should not have fell to 7. Somebody should have taken him earlier. They didn't. And you guys got an absolute steal. This is a steal and the best pick of the draft for you guys. Really love this pick. You got steals all over the board. I love this pickup for the Detroit Lions. He's gonna plug. I think it's being reported he's gonna play right tackle. You plug him in at right tackle, flip him over to left tackle at some point when he gets experience, and it's gonna be lights out. Plug and play for the next 15 years. He's only 20 years old, so he's gonna be around for a long time. Great pick. BPA. You were patient. Love it. Next up, you got Levi. I can't say his last name. Defensive tackle from Washington. This dude's a really good player too. I think you guys got Romeo Okwara, and you traded for Michael Brockers. So I'm not sure why you took him here. But again, I am a proponent of winning the trenches. You have to win the trenches. You have to get players on that defensive line that can help you win in the trenches. And I think Levi can do that for you. He does have some flexibility to be a good pass rusher. He's got good length, and I think he's good. He's a really good player. I think it's solid value. I'm not mad at this pick at all. And then you follow that up again with Aleem McNeil out of North Carolina State. I am familiar with this pick. I love this pick too. I think you went defensive tackle in the 2nd round. You went double dipped in round 3. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. You probably could have went wide receiver here, but you didn't, and that paid off for you. Patience pays off. This is a really good player. Aleem, he's got some pass rusher in him on the interior, so I like this pick. I'll probably line him up all over the defensive line. This is a really good pick. High-end defender. I love this pick for the Detroit Lions. And then next up, you follow that up with Ifitu Melifonwu. Love this pick. This is a steal, bro. This is a steal. This dude should not, I repeat, should not have fell to round 3. He should not have fell to round 3 and the back end of round 3 at that. He's probably a day 2 guy that just fell. Not sure why. Had a really good pro day, or senior day, and pro day. 6'2", elite athleticism, good change of directions, good hips. This dude's a good player, man. He's a good player, and I'm not sure why he fell as far as he did. But you guys got a steal. This is another steal. Highway robbery right here. Brad Holmes should be locked up right now for larceny because he stole a couple players out of this draft. And another one, you followed up again, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Stole him. He should not have failed. This is a top 50 pick. He should not have failed where he fell. Shout out to Brad Holmes. Got another steal. You needed a wide receiver. You got one. Top 50 prospect. Probably fell due to his 40 time. Not the greatest 40. But this dude is a Swiss Army knife. You can line him up all over the place. You can put him in the backfield, put him in the slot, put him outside. He's a really, really, really good player. I love him, Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then moving on, you got Derek Barnes. I probably would have went Jabril Cox here. You didn't. That's cool. But this dude's athletic. He ran a 4.57, 37-inch vertical, solid player. But I'm not sure about this pick. I probably would have went Jabril Cox. So I'm gonna scratch my head on that one. But you got enough for me not to scratch anything because this dude is great. With the rest of the draft is great. And then next up, you follow that up with Jamar Jefferson. Listen, at this point in the draft, that's what you get. So I'm not gonna kill this pick. He's a fifth round pick. It is what it is. I'm not gonna kill that pick at all. I'm not familiar with the cat, but overall, this class is going to get an A, an A, an A. Lots of steal all over the place. Straight up value. Really, really good draft by Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions. All right, next up, we have the Minnesota Vikings. Listen, this is another draft that I really like, man. The NFC North brought it for sure. They brought it for sure. The Vikings started off with a trade back. Okay, they traded back. They acquired 2 picks on day 2, and they still managed to get the guy they were probably targeting in the first place, and that's Christian Darrisaw. This dude, it gives them a left tackle that's going to be a plug-and-play dude day 1. He was the last surefire starting left tackle on the board, and you got him. And so this is a really good pick. I love this pick. Again, plug-and-play left tackle. He's got some room to improve. He's not perfect, but I think it's a really good pick. Really good pick, and you were able to trade back to get him. That's often maneuvering by Rick Spielman and those guys. They did a good job. Good job there. Then you were able to pick up Kellen Mond. Maybe a slight reach here. But I like Kellen Mond, and you had the capital to kind of play around with it at this point. You brought in an extra day 2 pick. So you had some capital to play around with. You brought in Kellen Mond. He's mobile. He's got a big arm. He's a little inconsistent, but he does have a ton of experience, okay? He's got a ton of experience, but I really like this guy. I like this pick. I don't know if he's going to be an answer for Kirk Cousins when he's done, but this is a good attempt. And you got him in the second round, so I'm not mad at this pickup at all. Again, maybe a slight reach, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it at all. Next up, you got Chad Surratt, shot to UNC. This dude is obviously former quarterback. Again, he's still learning how to play linebacker, which is crazy. And he still went in the third round. So that's impressive. That shows you he's on the upswing. He knows he's developing. He's getting better. And I like this pick. This is a really good pick. I thought you got him in the right place. The third round was right about where I thought he should go. This is good value. So I love this pick. Bring some athleticism. You put him aside Eric Kendricks, and I think you're going to be fine. I think it's going to be really good. It's a really good pick. Then, in my opinion, the steal of your draft. This might be a bigger steal. This might be a bigger steal than Darrisaw, personally, because you were able to get this dude in the third round. Listen, to me, he's a day 2 guy, and you got he's a round 2 guy that you got in the third round. Wyatt Davis, guard out of Ohio State. You're really fixing that offensive line, and I think you got 2 good pieces that you can plug and play there right away. This is really impressive improvement on the offensive line by the Vikings. They did a good job. Again, he's not perfect, but he is a right guard, true and true. You put him there, he's going to be there for a long, long time. And I think you're going to be good in the next couple of years. You're going to be really good up front, and you're going to enjoy that pick. Next up, Patrick Jones. I like this pick too. Really good pick, edge rusher. You needed to add some edge rusher help. You needed somebody opposite of Danielle Hunter. I love this pick. He is not perfect. There's some room to grow for him. He's got to develop, but I think this is a good pickup here. It's a good pick. I like this pickup. I like this pickup a lot. Kene Nganwu out of Iowa State. I'm not too familiar with this cat, so this is a bit of a head scratcher for me. I think there were better running backs here at this point, so I'm not really familiar with this cat. Let me see where you got him. Just double checking. In the fourth, yeah, there was better guys on the board at that time, so I'm not too impressed with this pick. This is probably one of the head scratcher. I don't know about that one. But moving on, you got Cameron Bynum out of Cal. This dude's got good football leadership and IQ. He's solid. I think he's a really good, smart guy. I like him. He's not the most athletic cat in the world, but I think again at this point in the draft, you're getting what you get, and I like the fact that you guys attempted to address it. Another steal here next up. Another steal. Janarius Robinson out of Florida State. This is a really good pickup. This dude is raw. And I think he might turn out to be better than Patrick Jones, to be honest with you. This dude is a really good player. He's raw though. He's raw, but the body, the frame is there. The raw traits are there. He just got to figure it out, put it together. With good coaching, this dude is going to be a very good player. I like Janarius Robinson, and as a Florida State fan, you're going to enjoy this pick if he develops and turns out to be good. Amir Smith Marset, I saw some highlights of this cat. I think he's dynamic. I think he can absolutely go. He can fly. He can run. But again, you got some really good receivers out there, and I think this is a good pick considering where you got him. Again, I don't know a whole lot about the cat, but I think this is a good pickup. I'm not mad at it. Good pick. Add some depth at wide receiver, so I'm not mad. Then next up, you got Zach Davidson out of Central Missouri. I'm not familiar with this cat, so I can't really speak to it. But then another steal, and don't ask me how he fell. I don't know how he fell all the way to the fifth round. Excuse me, it's the sixth round. I don't know how he fell to the sixth round. Jalen Twyman, this dude trained with Aaron Donald. He went to Pitt. This dude could absolutely turn out to be an absolute steal for you guys. I love Jalen Twyman. He's not perfect. Strong cat, put up 40 reps on the bench press during the pro day. I love this pick. And where you got him, man, is a steal, man. It's highway robbery, bro. Like highway robbery, man. It's a really good pickup here. I like what you're doing. I think for the Vikings, listen, you got to get an A. You got to get an A. The NFC North brought it, man. You got to get an A. They're really good value where you got these guys. You were patient. You traded back, picked up Darius Sal, added Wyatt Davis. You got Jalen Twyman, Janarius Robinson, just really good guys, man. Janarius Robinson, really good guys, man. Really, really good guys. So I love this pick. Chad Surratt, Kellen Mond could turn out to be really good, future franchise quarterback potentially. So I love this pick, man. I love this draft. This is a really good draft by the Minnesota Vikings. All right, you see me go over each class. Now it's time to rank them. We're gonna go from worst to best, okay? Now, coming in at number 4 in the division, I've got the Green Bay Packers. Listen, I'm not a fan of this draft. I'm not a fan of taking Eric Stokes with your first-round pick. This cat, I know he's fast. I know he's athletic, but there's a lot left to be desired in his play. He's not a perfect prospect by any means. Put him across to Jair Alexander. I think he could be successful, but for the most part, I'm not really cool with that pick in the first round. I do like the Josh Myers pick a lot. I'm a fan of that pick. But I'm not a fan of the Amari Rodgers pick either. I think those type of plays, a slot-only guy, I think you could have got a guy with a little bit more versatility. It didn't happen. You went with the Amari Rodgers, and that's cool. I think he's a good player. But I thought, you could have did a little bit more to make Aaron Rodgers a little bit more happy, okay? I know the ship may have already sailed, but you got to do whatever it takes to keep Aaron Rodgers on the football field. I know you got Jordan Love in the tuck. But I got to keep Aaron Rodgers as happy as I can. Do whatever. If he wanted to draft every player, I would have let him do it, okay? I don't think this class is going to do it. It's not a very good class, just in my opinion. A couple guys I like. I do like the Josh Myers pick, and I do like the Cole Van Layden pick. Outside of that, and Kylan Hill, I like the Kylan Hill pick late, too, because of the value. Outside of that, it's just the ant class, all right? Moving on, coming in at number 3, and this may surprise a couple people. Coming in at number 3, I've got the Detroit Lions. And listen, I think this class is great. And this is just a testament to how good this draft class as a division is. There's a lot of good classes in this division. For Detroit to be number 3 in this class is kind of crazy. Listen, they stood pat. They spent a lot of draft capital in the trenches. That's where the game is won and lost. But to stay at number 7, pick up Penei Sewell is great. You got Levi. I can't say his last name. Aleem McNeil. I love the Fitu Melifonwu pick. Love the Amon-Ra St. Brown pick. I just love this entire draft class. Listen, Brad Holmes, shout out Aggie Pride to Brad Holmes. This is a great, great first class for you. You did a great job. But again, coming to number 3, I think that's just a testament to how good this division drafted overall. So really good class. Plug and play left tackle at day 1 at number 7. He fell right to you. You didn't trade up. You didn't mortgage your future. He fell right to you. You took him. Great, great, great class. Love it, love it, love it. Coming in at number 2, I have the Minnesota Vikings. Man, I love what they did. They were able to trade back and still get one of the top left tackles in the draft class. Okay, so I love this pick. Christian Darrisaw, he's gonna plug and play left tackle. Love it, love it, love it. You were able to get Kellen Mond, a guy that has a ton of upside. If you able to develop him, put him in the right positions to succeed, get him an offensive line, put weapons around him, he's going to be a good quarterback. He's got a ton of experience, maybe a slight reach, but at the end of the day, you're going to reach on quarterbacks. It just happens. It's just the nature of the position. It's the most valuable position in the league, and when you hit, you hit. So I love where you took him, even though I think it may have been a slight reach. All right, Chaz Surratt, really good pick, future linebacker for you. Put him next to Kendricks. You're going to be all right there. Love, 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 love the Wyatt Davis pick. That was a pick that I wanted. Love it, love it, love it. I love the Janarius Robinson pick and love the Jalen Twyman pick. You guys are put a lot of investment into the trenches, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So this is a really good draft class. Patrick Jones as well. Really good draft class. A lot of edge rushers that you drafted. So I love this class. Very, very good draft class. And coming in at number one, I have the Chicago Bears, man. Bear down. Listen, I love what the Bears did here. You traded up. You got your guy. And I love Justin Fields. I'm a fan of Justin Fields. I think he is the man. And that's why I have this draft class prop so high up. You went up. You got your guy. You didn't make the same mistake you made the last time with Trubisky. You waited around. You let a guy kind of fall. He fell. And then you shot your shot. You went up, got your guy. Justin Fields is a guy you're going to sit in the first year. You allow Andy Dalton to go in. And if Dalton doesn't work out, you pull him, insert Justin Fields, and there you go. I think your coach is going to do a good job with him. And I love, love, love the pick. He has some weapons to work with. Now that you have Tevin Jenkins, he has some offensive line to work with. So I love this pick. Tevin Jenkins, listen. You sat, you waited for him. I think this is a guy you probably would have took at 20 had Justin Fields not been there. So I love you sat where you were. You didn't panic. Tevin Jenkins fell right to you. Love that pick. Daz Newsome, love it. Chris Tonga, love it. But I love this class. Listen, across the board, NFC North, you guys had some really good classes. 1 through 3, amazing classes. You could have ranked them 1 through 3 either way, and I wouldn't have argued with you, okay? But I love what the Bears did, so I had them at the top. Listen, really good draft class for all the guys except for the Packers. But really competitive division that's going to be this year. So we'll see what happens. Again, make sure you hit the subscribe button for your boy. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers. Let's make that thing happen by the end of the year. So do your part, man. Hit the sub button. Got a lot of content coming for you. Fantasy content, 2022 draft content. Stay tuned. Hit the sub button. I'm out. Peace.